Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna do the last non-restricted runs on Tower Floor 110, but before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So a couple notes, Yuki and Asagi are not max level, they are level 83, so keep that in mind, they can be stronger. And now, for Asagi, what are we doing with Asagi? We're using Dawnbringer, and that means we're going to use Senjinka. Then we have critical damage water attribute Magatemes with Manners Make Butler on the subslot with whatever attack Magatemes. Both weapons 5 out of 5, this one plus 14, this one plus 15. As for the skills, Senjinka as I mentioned, Renjinka just to deal damage. I mean, it is not the greatest skill, but it is what she has. And Kojinka. Kojinka is really important for the consistency, so be sure to equip this. You're gonna need it. Then, classic critical build with Tsuruga, Kaworu, and Akane. Akane on the main, so she can provide healing. If you try to do this with where is she? Yuno. With Yuno, you're gonna struggle a little bit because you have to manage your HP and you cannot make mistakes. So I recommend Akane, it's way better. Stats of the customs, stat training, and now let's do the run. Pretty simple, pretty easy. We just want to eliminate the self-destruct robot, and then we use Enjinka, and done, basically. Yep, done. And we do the same on the next stage. Yeah, it takes some time to eliminate Murasaki, because, I mean, it is Murasaki. Okay, unfortunately, I didn't manage to do it properly. I used Kojinka before I could just defeat the robot, or let it self-destruct. But well, it is fine. I just need... Okay, I'll just eliminate this one, and 1, 2, 3, and active. Yeah, the active is gonna be pretty useful for the most part. It is going to allow you to heal, so keep using it and abusing it. It is really useful. Now, the last enemies you want to manage properly so that they don't die until you have low cooldowns. And also you can reposition yourself on a comfortable spot depending on what you want to do. So that's good. Okay, perfect. Now I use the Senjinka after Kojinka. Then another Kojinka with active and Renjinka. Just like that, I'm able to destroy the super armor, deal a good amount of damage. Senjinka. Another Kojinka. Yeah, Kojinka really, it's really devastating against Momochinagi, because part of her power comes from the fact that she moves fast and she's able to combo into oblivion, and if you get in meter, well, that's gonna be rough. Okay, now I want to save the ultimate. It is wiser to wait for the supporter to be able to use its skill, but I didn't do that. You really want to use it ASAP, so consider just waiting in between sections. Now I just destroyed this one, and I'm gonna start with the ultimate because, I mean, ultimate. Yeah, those mobs are really bad. Hey, no, really, you evil thing. Bad Kirara, bad. Well, doesn't matter. Still able to beat Kirara easily. Now, as for the next one, over here we have Sakura. Sakura is going to be using a very FTP equipment, but FTP friendly equipment, but we do have the Momochi weapon. The Momochi weapon is important because it's able to increase your damage by a ton. We do have this at 5 out of 5 with plus 14 enchantment, and Twinkle Rise at 5 out of 5 plus 14. Again, critical damage Magatamas with melee with water element. Whatever attack Magatamas on the subslot just increases stats. Shadow Cleave, Shadow Spin, Shadow Fling. So Shadow Fling is really useful because it decreases the damage you take. Shadow Spin is great because it allows you to heal on demand, and Shadow Cleave is not that great. I mean, it is the damaging skill, but it really needs super armor. It doesn't have super armor. It is bad. Now, in case you want to use something different, consider either the basic enhancer, Nether Drive, because, I mean, you only get... you get damage increase. That's weird. I mean, yeah, it used to be the critical rate skill. Now it gets damage on the second one. Pretty odd. Well, still, it has good damage, so you might as well use it. And Shadow Phantom. Now, for supporters, we have Kurenai. Kurenai, if you don't have her, you can just equip something like Butler Asagi, or you can equip Nana. Where is Nana? Nana? Yeah, Nana over here. Or if you have something limited, that's great. If you have Phantom Shironoid, that's also an option because it makes you tanker and gives you damage. So yeah, I'm using Lilim over here to increase damage and Arbella to destroy the bosses. And then we have stats of the customs, stat training, and let's do the run. So, fortunately, we don't need to really take too much. We don't need to take care of our HP with this build because we have the healing. But you do want to deal as much damage as possible and take some hits so that we are able to get advantage of the Massacre Grenade. I am not using the active just yet because I want to use it with the boss. And for that, I'm gonna wait for the explosive drone to do its thing. And then I'm gonna use the active. So come on, do your thing. Nice, perfect. So we start by using Shadow Fling, and then we Shadow Cleave, so that we have a decent amount of damage. And we finish with this. Why? Just to have the most damage at the very end, and heal to continue like stalling a little bit until I have my active once again. My supporters active. Yeah, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna wait before I use Kurenai's active. And 1, 2, there. Perfect. Just great. And with this, we're able to beat Murasaki. Then, to beat the demons, we just spin, we use fling, we use spin, and more cleave. Am I gonna use the ulti? No. I mean, probably at the start of the next wave, sure. But it would also be good to have it for the Kunoichis. It depends on what you want to do. Since I can just take time doing the basics, since I'm not dealing the most damage with this build to the mobs, I'll use this right here. And that way I just eliminate the mobs and I can focus on Momochi Nagi. Yeah, like that. Perfect, perfect, nice. Oops. That was close. I wasn't able to deal the hit with the damage buff. Well, doesn't matter. Still able to clear this. And I attack and I heal. Fling to reduce the damage. And a spin to just heal. Come on, spin. Yeah. Don't move, don't move. There, like that. So, it is important to start with the healing. And then reduce the attack of the enemies. We don't want any kind of accident here. Okay, good. Good enough, at least. And yeah. Reduce that attack. Perfect, perfect. And I just need to deal more damage. Though, I'm gonna save my active. I really don't want to use it here. In fact, it is great because this way I can just charge my particles. And I can use the ultimate at the start of the next wave. And I can just eliminate the kunoichis after using my buff. My active. So, come on. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Spin, spin, spin. And okay, with this it should be done. And I wait. I use the buff. And the moment I can, I just ulti. And then I start cleave. And fling. And cleave. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, that's the issue with Kirara, that she puts the bombs, and that's very, very bad since I don't have super armor. But anyways, as you can see, I deal a good amount of damage to Kirara, so no issues. Done. Now, the last one. The last one is probably the strongest one. She's very underwhelming on most challenging content. But, specifically on Tower, Yuki is really, really good. So, let me just put the build. We're using again classic green for crit. We're gonna use the butterfly cannon because, I mean, it synergizes with the crit. I do have Greek fire, but I prefer something that is more synergistic with crit. And I do have a decent Momochi weapon, a good summer weapon, but this is the one that I prefer. Now, double critical damage, well, 4 critical damage, double fire, double wind, whatever attack Magatemas on the subslot, whatever weapon on the subslot, both weapons 5 out of 5, this one plus 14, plus 15, and this one plus 14. Ryun, just to heal and deal massive amount of damage and deal with the waves of enemies, it is pretty good for that. Rakurai to immobilize the enemy and deal damage. I mean, it is not the best way to immobilize the enemy, but the stun works. And Ryudan to deal great damage with this skill. Now, you know, again, triple critical with Suruga Kaoru and Akane. Stats of the customs, start training, and let's do the run. Okay, there we go. So we start in the middle, and just by using one of my skills, it is more than enough. It is extremely easy. God, Yuki is amazing for this kind of content. Again. And hey, where do you think you're going? Come over here. Nice. Yeah, really, really simple. Really, really easy. Yeah, she's just broken on green. Honestly, this is the color that she's broken on. The other two are kind of wacky. So people are gonna think that she's actually pretty busted, pretty good, which she kinda is on green if she can crit. You cannot crit on VR, or it is difficult to crit on VR, and it is kind of difficult to use her if you don't pilot her. So yeah, Total War is also a place that is not friendly for Yuki, especially with that huge stage when she is a ranged attacker. Yeah, that doesn't help. You're too slow! Okay, nice. Ryudan. Okay, damage, 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 damage. Ah, come on. Okay. Then Ryudan. And come on. That's what I wanted. Yeah, I can take the punishment. It doesn't really matter. Now, as for this, I reposition. And yeah, I can affect a bunch of them. I can hit a bunch of them at the same time. It is great. And oh, there's one alive. I mean, one that was one hit away from dying. That's what I mean. Okay. Just done. Now, I'm gonna ultimate just to. I mean, I don't need to ulti, but I don't care about uh, the the mobs. Oh, not on the right spot. Okay, again, Ryu, and then I reposition. And since oh come on, like that would have been faster if I had hit with my triple green skill, but I miss it twice. Well, you can see that Yuki works. You can see that Yuki is great. So, what's next? Well, it's about time that we receive the update. So, we're about to check the new um, seasonal custom for Rinko. Please let it be good. Please let it fix the character. Please let them add the leader skill. I mean, that's kind of a stretch, but I mean, one can hope, right? And after that, we're gonna start with the F2P builds with F2P restrictions. You let me know in the comments how would you like those F2P restrictions. Seasonal supporters like Massacre Kurenai are fine. The same goes for weapons. Gacha weapons, like permanent gacha weapons, are accepted in your opinion. I think I'm gonna go with only either SRs or arena weapons, and only supporters that were given on events similar to this one. Yeah, where we receive the copies through the event. Anyways, that's about it for today. I hope you find this useful, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!